Hello everyone. Today I have to apologize. I've been lying. You see, YouTube is a tough place. Even if you have good contents, if the algorithm doesn't catch you, nobody will watch your video to begin with. So you had to be different. I had to create something different from everybody else. So I had to say something like, you have to sit at the right place. You have to use the proper finger technique to play the keys. Well, all of those were lies. Who cares where you sit at the piano? You don't need a fancy adjustable bench like this or that. All you really need is a pink stool like this by Hua. Whatever that means, I don't know. Let me know in the comment section. Oh my, this is gonna be interesting. Well, the famous pianist Glenn Gould once played like this. So why not? About the finger shape, who cares? These are just buttons. You can press it like this. These don't make sound. Why would you curve them and use a fingertip? Doesn't make sense. And that hand-on thing, that's a complete fraud. You don't need to move your fingers independently. You can just rotate your hands like a few of my viewers commented. So I'm going to demonstrate how you should really play the piano without adjusting the bench, without curving your fingers, and without moving your fingers independently. Just rotate your wrist. Here we go. Doesn't sound very clear. Maybe I'm not moving my wrist enough. More wrist rotation. Let's try it. Maybe I didn't choose the right piece. Let's try this. Rotate, rotate. You don't have to move your fingers. Don't curve. Here we go. For those innocent viewers who hasn't figured it out yet, Happy April Fools! That was really painful to do for both my ears and wrist and everything. Don't ever do that. But with all the jokes aside, there are some takeaways from this video, like sitting properly at the piano. I put my regular bench back because my back started hurting. Yeah, that wasn't good at all. Anyway, if you're not sitting at the right height and right distance from the piano, it's like learning different instruments every day. But in my piano teaching career, I found out so many teachers are not teaching students how to adjust the benches. And so many piano studios and music schools don't even have adjustable benches to begin with. And to me, teaching students on the one-size-fits-all benches is like teaching wrong technique from the very beginning. The school I used to teach at actually had those benches. And when I requested adjustable benches, administration just declined because they didn't have the budget. This kind of tells me how much these basics are neglected. Same thing can be said about the good finger shape. It's so much easier for us to just ignore that in the beginning because we had to teach how to read the notes, how to count, all the other concepts. And if we just ignore that good finger shape thing, then beginner's lesson go much smoother. However, if you've been playing piano like this for years, and then all of a sudden you have to change back to this, it's gonna be so much harder because you've been playing like this. It's like a habit. You have to change the fundamental way you're gonna approach the piano, and then you're gonna think, why didn't you teach me that way from the beginning? So that's why, even though it's gonna be a lot of stress for me and students and even for parents, I always emphasize good finger shape from the very beginning. And hand, You can make any arguments you want. This is a free country. You have freedom of speech. So people say hand-on's so repetitive, it's not gonna help you with musicality. Hand-on can lead you to injury. Yes, hand-on may not be musical because it's not intended to train your musicality. Anything can lead you to injury if you don't do it properly. But isn't it obvious from watching other people play the piano? You have to move your fingers independently. I don't know why people argue it's not necessary. I don't get it. Yes, wrist rotation is part of the technique, but you can't just play the piano by rotating the wrist. I think you already saw that earlier. Maybe I'm gonna talk more about wrist rotation in a future video. But the point is, there are so many people who are missing these basics, and they're working so hard to practice and get better, but not getting better as much as they should. And just like I tell my students all the time, if they practice, I want them to get better. And that's why I make these videos. So if you're like me and believe that basics are important, please check out all of my tutorial videos in the tutorial playlist. And even if you don't believe in it, you should still watch these videos. Because you know what? It's free. And all I ask you for return is hit the like button and subscribe. And if you're extra generous, like my Patreons on patreon.com and YouTube members, I'll leave the link to my Patreon page in the description. You can also support this channel by becoming a YouTube member right here. You can sign up for one-on-one session with me for lessons or consultation. The link to the appointment page is also in the description. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Oh, by the way, don't miss my live stream on April 16th, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, whatever time in your area that will be. If you missed the announcement video, click up here, or you can follow the link in the description. See you next time. Bye-bye.